before my years, a kind of a thing. But I also, the guys that I looked up to in hip hop, the Chubb Rocks, the KRS-Ones, you know what I'm saying? They had very distinct voices, right? So most of us were all kind of rapping, and really the difference is the cadence in which the words come out and then the tone in which we speak. And so Pimp was always a very high-pitched, very nasally person, and he was light-skinned. I was a very, deep voice, and I'm dark-skinned. It was a very yin-yang kind of a thing. And my thing was to always make sure that we had that compliment, I always knew what to expect from Pimp. We would write entire songs and not run lyrics. Be like, okay, you do the first verse, I'm gonna do the second verse, then you start the third verse, I'm gonna do the end of that. And I already know what he finna talk about. Even if we say this about women, we don't like the same type of women. I don't mean to be rude, I don't believe we did the same type of things with women. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say about that, right? And if you heard the music, you know what I'm talking about. It was provocative, right? But very true to character. And so, yeah, my thing was I knew even if we talked about women, he was going to talk about women a certain way, I was going to talk about women a certain way. We talked about cars, we didn't like the same cars. We didn't like really the same of anything, we just liked each other. If that make any sense. Mark, you knew me and Chad to even be friends is odd to people that know us growing up. We're very, very different people. He's the only child of an only child. Very small family. My mom 13, my dad 12. There's over 100 cousins. We're getting close to 1,000 grand and great grandchildren from under my parents' parents. Huge family. I grew up in a shotgun shack, right? Where, really it was a duplex, right? So I don't know how many of y'all know what a duplex is. A duplex is basically a house and they just put a wall in the middle of that bitch, right? And the living room is split and all of that, and you share the bathroom with an entire other family.
That's a real duplex.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like some real shit. Literally some real shit. And he grew up, his family was he had a very nice house. They lived in a nice part of town, you know what I'm saying? And so we just had we were very different people. But I believed in him and he believed in me. And that's why this shit worked. I never judged him for who he was. I accepted him. He never judged me. We had different friends. Everything was different. But we were trying to go the same way. And he knew he could count on me and I knew I could count on him. And so outside of what we were doing was so new and so foreign. There was nobody else for us to talk to about that shit, right? There was no one in our lives had any frame of reference for what the fuck was really happening for us. Like we were flying to New York and LA and performing on stage with all the different people. And my mama was like, my mama thought I was lying for years. My mama didn't realize I was actually a musician, like for real, until we were #1 in Jet magazine. And that's when that's who my mama is, right? That's her cultural pipeline. Jet and Ebony at the crib, right in the mail for years. And so when she saw that, she was like, you and Chad, really? I'm like, Mom, I've been trying to tell you. But there was no club, and there's still very few places where I could bring. My mama's first time seeing me rap was 4 years ago. I performed with the Houston Symphony. Wow. That was the only room I felt like it was safe to bring my mama. Right? Because I was not going to be me in that room. I was asked to present in a certain way. But no, the rooms where I'm me, where Bun B lives, no, God, that woman never stepped foot.
You were the first hip hop artist to perform with the Houston Symphony.
Yes.
Okay. Next, I got a few more because we gotta get the audience in here.
I can talk all day if y'all can tell.
I wanted to ask you about how the performance influences the rhyme.